Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, do you remember that video I did on the Pro Stringer? Yeah, there's actually a stringing machine in this little box. It's portable. You can take it with you to tournaments, for those of you who don't know. I'll link that video down below, okay? But this is version 2, new and improved, just for you. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, so good morning to everybody. It's morning here. It's probably morning somewhere, wherever you are. Thank you to my coffee sponsor of the day, R.Wajad, who writes, "Keep up the great work. Really enjoy your channel." Thank you so much, R.Wajad. Appreciate you watching me, and I appreciate everybody keeping up with my coffee habit here. I'm able to actually be up and standing and semi-awake when I do these. As you guys probably don't know, but I am not a morning person. So I need one of these, or at least one of these every day. If you want to support my dark roast, piping hot coffee habit network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you in advance. All right, so let's get stringing here. So my buddies at Pro Stringer basically sent me the new and improved Pro Stringer. As you guys probably don't know, when you see a stringer, you think of a big monstrosity that weighs like 50 pounds. But this is actually, this little box actually contains a stringing machine. Yes, this little guy. So a lot of the guys on tour, who can't afford to turn in the rackets all the time to get strung, right? They bring one of these. They buy one of these, just like Coach Chris. When he was on tour, he basically had one of these with him in his bag wherever he was, and he strung his own racket. And this is the new and improved version. So first off, we get a starting clamp, super important. And here is, whoa, look at this thing. I'm gonna move the box. Look at that. Looks like a little racket bag here to carry along with your big racket bag there. Wow, look at that. There's a lot of low pieces in here. I've broken a nail. I actually broken a nail stringing a racket before. That's going to come in really handy. I'm actually going to go over this when we actually string a racket, but I'm just going to show you the motor here first. So this is the motor that strings your racket, that pulls the tension. As you can see, I'm going to swing it around. That's where the string wraps around and spins. This thing actually weighs about, I don't know, a couple pounds for sure. So today, I got Coach Chris on the new Pro Stringer Platinum 2.0. And you can see by the smile on his face that he's loving doing this. Give him a smile, guys. All right, so we had him string on one of these in the version 1 about a little over a year ago. And he's going to be hitting the road with this machine in about a month here, going to Thailand. So you've used this for how many years now?
For a long time.
Long time. So This machine actually comes with the power cord with power adapters that no matter what country you're in, you can easily plug right in and get going. So have you ever had a problem with a power supply?
Nope.
The 2-point mounting system. So this has 2 points here versus what we normally string with, which is 6 points. Now, according to the guys over at Pro Stringer, this is super safe. Have you ever had a warped racket on one of these?
I'm not.
Not.
Nope.
So don't worry, guys. As long as you know what you're doing and you don't leave it overnight, all right? So if you start the racket, make sure you get it done. People have asked how long have these guys been in business. It's been over 10 years since Pro Stringer's been around. I'm sure you've seen a lot of your fellow players using this machine too, right?
Yep, I see it. It's probably one of the, it's getting to be a lot more popular now. People are traveling with this a lot. I see this, I see, what's the other one? The lever, the crank.
Oh, yeah.
I see that, but it's so heavy to carry around.
But that one's not electronic, right?
That one's not electronic.
Yeah. The other concerns of the viewers is that because you put the actual motor right up against the frame, you're right. Mm-hmm. Is that bad for the frame?
I don't think so. I've never had any issues with that.
No, it's according to them, it's a symmetrical load. So because it's loaded on, and it has zero distance between the racket and the machine, that it makes it actually safer than other stringing machines that have a distance between it. So this is safer than a regular stringing machine. So they've actually, according to them, they've actually tested the stress load in a ton of rackets before they actually produced the stringer, and they've all been cleared. And the reports show, hey, it's just as good, if not just as safe as a 6-point mounting system. All right, so don't worry, your racket will not warp unless you do something stupid, okay? So we got new claws here. Coach Chris, did you notice that we got new claws?
Absolutely. I think these claws make a huge difference when you're stringing, because they actually secure it really well. So like before they were made out of plastic, but now these are made out of metal. And I think they do a good job of securing the string tension.
It's called the new PS claws, first angled flying clamps to keep strings straight while stringing. There's no pinching, better than tension accuracy. For people who are kind of just starting off or haven't strung too many rackets, we don't want these flying clamps to be too tight, or else you will pinch the string and have indentations in the string. But we don't want to have it too loose either, or else it'll lose a ton of tension. So this will make it easy for you not to over tighten or keep it over loose for the strings, long-term tensionability. I just invented that word. So Coach Chris, since you've been stringing on this for a long time, what is your opinions about tension accuracy? Do you get a pretty consistent string job every time?
Yeah, I think so. I think that it's pretty consistent all around. You just have to remember to make sure that you set the tension every time before you string. Just remember that.
Accuracy, really accurate?
I'd say it's pretty accurate, yeah.
All right, okay. When you're stringing in your hotel, are you sitting down or are you standing?
I'm mostly standing.
I guess it depends on the height of the table, right?
Mostly, yeah, but mostly standing. Mostly standing. I find myself standing.
Okay. So you're standing over that desk at the hotel, or
yeah, it's most likely a desk, probably around this height too as well.
How long do you think it takes for you normally now? 20 to 30?
Yeah, probably around that range.
The guys over at Pro Stringer were actually nice enough to send me a couple extras. This is actually the string that Marcos Euron is using. It's that steel blue 1.28 square string. That's a poly that Coach Chris is stringing this boom with.
Boom.
Boom! Boom Pro.
Boom Pro.
So, how's it? Is it easier to string, Coach Chris?
I think so. I think the string, I've never strung the string with it before, but I think it's relatively easy.
I think most people haven't, since nobody's heard of this string except for Marcos Euron.
Oh. Who's it made by again?
These guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pro Stringer, I guess.
Oh,
It doesn't say otherwise. I thought that he actually bought this from the drugstore, but this is part of the kit. Why did they include this in the whole kit?
You can't really travel with cutters through TSA, so that's why they have like toenail clippers that are easy, because everything in this that you see here, you should be able to pass through the security, any airport really. So that's why you have these toenail clippers in there.
Got it. So, yeah, so this is part of the tools that they give you, and that is your string cutter. And you can clip your long toenails with that too. This is your plier. All right, so you can tighten up your strings on the knots, get it through those little openings that you need to get through on the crosses. This is your tool. Comes with the kit. Comes just like that. Within this tool, there's also a hex key right there that you can tighten up these clamps with, just like that, if you want it loosened or tightened, depending on the gauge of string. So these guys have thought of everything. I wish these guys would have thought of just, maybe it could string its own racket too.
You'd be out of a job.
The guys actually sent me over a starting clamp too. Now this is extra though. This is not part of the package. So, but this would definitely come in really handy for all you stringers out there. Check out the new Pro Stringer 2.0. I've answered most of your questions. If you have more, I will try to answer them in the comments, or somebody else will. But I think we've covered pretty much everything. So if you want to be a traveling pro, or if you just want to travel to your home and string for yourself, right? Give it a shot. Pro Stringer 2.0 Platinum. Want to thank my man Coach Chris here for hanging out with me today. Coach Chris, where can we find you?
You can find me at CB Chan Tennis.
All right, you can find them in Thailand too, coming up for about the month of April.
I think so.
All
Or
right.
Tunisia.
Tunisia?
Yeah.
Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Okay. Tunisia.
Not toenail clipper.
Not
Tunisia.
toenail clipper, but Tunisia. Okay. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. All right, guys, are you looking for a coach? A pro? I know it's been super difficult looking for somebody out there to teach you. I'm in the game myself, and it's super difficult to find somebody to, teach you, somebody to hit with. We know that the number one reason why people give up the game is because they can't find anybody to play with. And now you can't find anybody to teach you. Well, this is where Play Your Court is going to give you a hand. All right, check out Play Your Court. They have professionals, they have hitting partners, they even help you set up a game. The resources are there for you to keep you in the game of tennis. Go to playyourcourt.com/tennis spin and get your own personal discount from me. Link is below. Stay in the game.